Welcome to the podcast, everyone. So, I'm Reynyl, and I'm here with my co host, CJ. So, we are both English majors, and today we are talking about a very sad but important Filipino book, which is Without Seeing the Dawn by Stevan Javellana.
Thanks, Reynyl. This is actually one of Javellana's only published books. So he based it on his own life when he fought as a guerrilla against the Japanese during the war. The story has two main parts. The part is the day, which shows the quiet and peaceful life in a village before the war. And the second part is night, which shows the pain and suffering during the Japanese occupation.
The title has a very deep meaning. So, it comes from a famous line written by Jose Rizal in No Limit Hungary. So, I die without seeing the dawn brighten over my native land. So this line shows what the whole book is about, making huge sacrifices and hoping for freedom.
So, let's talk about the main characters and their problems. So, the story is about Ricardo Suerte, who is called Carding, and his wife Lucia. It starts in Mahayang, a quiet farming village in Iloilo City, where Carding just wants to live a simple life. But soon, we see a big conflict between poor people and the unfair society.
That's right. Even before the real war starts, the farmers are already struggling just to survive. They are controlled by rich landowners like Don Diego. Carding loses his farmland and has to move to the city to work on a very hard job to feed his family. The book uses clear descriptions so we can really picture their hunger and harder life.
Then World War II starts and things get much worse, and Carding is forced to join the army. And when finally he comes back and he finds out that the Japanese soldiers killed his father, Tatay Juan, and his baby son, Crisostomo, his wife, Lucia, was also abused by the soldiers. Because of this, Carding fights a huge battle inside himself.
He loses all his innocence. The war completely changes him from a loving husband into a killer who wants revenge. This shows a very sad lesson. War does not destroy places, it destroys a person's good heart. So that's something that we have to take note of.
So, this brings us to a very important part of our chat. As an English majors, reading this today, how does an old war story connect to our real lives? So, Reynyl, let me ask you. Carding's life is a hard fight to survive because of the outside forces controlling his life. So, do you see this kind of struggle in our society today?
Yes, I really do. We might not have soldiers in our backyards, but we are feeling the heavy effects of global conflicts. Right now, because of the war involving the USA, gas prices are going up fast. And when gas goes up, the price of everything else goes up as well. Such as food, electricity, and even our jeepney fare going to school. So just like Carding struggling to meet basic needs, ordinary families and students such as ourselves today are also fighting a hard battle, a silent war in our lives. A war of such as budgeting our money and to survive this high cost of living.
This is a great point, and I also see how unfair it all is. And in the book, the rich landlords made life harder for the poor. And today, big global events and rich countries make decisions that hurt the ordinary people the most. And when the economy drops because of foreign wars, it is not the rich who suffer, it is the working class, and the farmers and the students like us, who feel the hunger and the panic, and the system still feels very unfair.
I see. I completely agree And we can also connect this to Carding's mind and heart. So his personality was changed because of the stress of war and poverty. Today we see a similar kind of severe stress in parents and students. So being in survival mode all the time. So worrying if your money is enough to buy rice or pay for your school projects and can really change a person. It takes away your peace of mind. Just like Carding, when he lost his peaceful self because of extreme hardship, people today are getting tired and frustrated, fighting a battle they cannot control.
That leads us to the end of our podcast. Uh, Even with all the sadness and Carding's anger, the story shows us what true love looks like through Lucia. And at the end, when the other villagers run away to hide from the soldiers, Lucia chooses to stay.
She waits for Carding, and even though she knows he is going on a deadly mission against the Japanese and will most probably die, Carding says sorry to her and gives her money and says goodbye. Lucia's choice to stay, even if he comes back dead, is a very strong act of love.
So, in the end, without seeing the dawn, gives us a strong lesson. Hard times and economic struggles can change us. So, and life can be very unfair, but people can still hold on to love and hope. The characters keep fighting for a dawn or a better day, and that they might never see.
Thank you for listening to our Enged 320 discussion today. And thank you for CJ for being here. And so I would like to remind all of you just to keep reading and keep hoping for the dawn.